Shalom, Yahweh Basham, Yoshai Basham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach us this truth. Shalom. Salutation to the hopeful elect who are scattered abroad amongst the nations that look like the nations. This video is not for profit, it's just for education purpose. I will go into some scriptures before I start that. Jeremiah 17 and 5. Thus said Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusted in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart depart from Yahweh. Second one is 1 Timothy 6. First Timothy 6 and 20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babbling and opposition of science, falsely so called. Now I play this video.
And it made me think carefully about the mechanism, and I'm going to share that with you in just a minute. As we continue our journey with regards to the unusual embalmer's clots that have been noted since 2021 that the scientific community is largely ignoring, even though it's not going away.
So this is the website you can go to see this.
Number of bodies. The strangest thing is when science stops doing science. But we still don't fully understand these clots, and part of my journey is to continually ask questions and try and understand the mechanisms. Recently got an email, and it was sharing about a stent, a cardiac stent that got blocked. And it made me think carefully about the mechanism, and I'm going to share that with you in just a minute and make a quick update. Before I start, just a reminder that coming up in another few days, COVID boosters, are they putting you at risk? This may not be directly relevant to you, but it could be to a loved one. And the question is about primarily the strange pattern with regards to IgG4. Join us as we go through the science as to what's happening and the relevance that it can be to you or your loved one. So let's quickly get back to what I'm talking about today. And I'll share with you email communication that I was involved in that made me realize that this could be relevant. So here is what was said in the email. Caught my attention.
Oh crap. Oh boy. I don't know how to get to that is. Oh crap.
The email caught my attention. So someone who is an interventional or who has a friend who is an interventional radiologist. And in case you don't know, interventional radiologists are the ones who take out clots, usually, especially in living people, where they has blocked up a vessel and it needs to be pulled out. And so that can be an embolectomy or a thrombectomy. And so they tend to pull out these clots. Now, what he noticed was that he told me that he has been seeing these white clots for several years now. And so this is somebody who is speaking privately, not publicly. He recently placed a stent, and within 2 weeks, the stent off. When he pulled out a white clot. So we can confidently say that it occurs within a minimum of 2 weeks. And I would say that the clot was progressing over a 2-week period to obtain size large enough to cause a complete occlusion. I do have cases that I would say are white clots, however, do not have pathological confirmation. And this is one of the reasons why doctors are necessarily not focused on it, because it needs to be studied. And because of what happened with the film, died suddenly, where it appeared to be more of a conspiracy theory at the time, it has thrown the scientific and medical community off from doing the kind of work that needs to be done. And this is just an example of what these white clots look like. This is very stringy, different from dark no clotting occurs. And this is the more like the grape jelly-like clots. This is normal. This is not. And we know that they have a lot of amyloid in them because they've been studied. There are a number of other proteins in them that are unusual. The whole situation is quite unusual. And as I said, initially it occurred in body after death. When a whistleblower had shared with me, this is the kind of clot that they pulled out from the inferior vena cava. And so this was a massive clot. And you get some white and red. So we know what's happening in living, and we don't fully understand the mechanism. The first doctor who does histology came out recently and shared that he had also pulled it out.
Okay, this is where I send this. I would like to share an image as well before I sign off. Can't share it properly. The background is distorting everything. Anyway, shalom.